Welcome to ETH Daily, a daily briefing on the latest in Ethereum. Here's your latest for Monday, September 29th, 2025. Morpho v2 goes live on Ethereum. Swift announces its blockchain-based shared ledger. OP mainnet activates flash blocks, and BitMine buys 234,000 Ether. All this and more starts right now. Morpho Labs launched Morpho Vaults v2 on Ethereum, the latest iteration of its lending protocol, introducing advanced risk management controls. Morpho Vaults v2 offers yield-generating vaults with instant liquidity and the ability to allocate across any current or future Morpho protocol vault. Morpho v2 addresses key DeFi limitations such as the lack of custom loan terms, predictable rates, and unified liquidity. The release complements Morpho v1, which currently has over $7 billion in TVL and is designed to attract institutional capital to on-chain lending. The next milestone will be the release of Markets v2, a peer-to-peer system enabling customizable fixed-rate, fixed-term loans. Swift, the global cross-border payments network, announced that it is integrating a blockchain-based shared ledger into its financial infrastructure. The initiative aims to enable instant, always-on real-time cross-border payments across more than 200 countries. Developed in collaboration with Consensus as the prototype partner, the shared ledger will provide a record of interbank transactions, enforce compliance through smart contracts, and interoperate with both existing and emerging payment rails. Swift says the integration will bring improved liquidity management, predictable payments, and a foundation for tokenized asset transfers and multi-currency transactions. Consensus is supporting the proof of concept with its infrastructure expertise, which includes access to MetaMask, Infura, Besu, and Linea products. Optimism has activated flash blocks on OP mainnet, enabling 250 millisecond transaction confirmation times. Built by Uniswap Labs and Flash Bots, Flash Blocks runs inside trusted execution environments, combining sub-second speed with provable fee-based transaction ordering for fairness and transparency. Instead of waiting for full blocks every 2 seconds, OP mainnet now streams and confirms 250 millisecond sub-blocks, reducing slippage, keeping prices fresh, and improving execution accuracy for swappers. Flash blocks are now live across OP mainnet, Unichain, Base, and WorldChain. And lastly, BitMine Immersion Technologies Inc. has acquired an additional 234,850 ETH in the last week, increasing its ETH treasury to 2.65 million Ether, valued at more than $10.6 billion. The company remains focused on its long-term objective of securing 5% of the total ETH supply. Meanwhile, Bit Digital, a top 10 digital asset treasury company, is conducting a $100 million convertible notes offering with proceeds allocated for ETH purchases. In other news, the Ethereum Foundation publishes Project Mirror, a report exploring how communities and stakeholders perceive Ethereum, and Sigma Prime releases a Fusaka-compatible Lighthouse client release candidate for testnet. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us at ETH Daily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.io.